What kind of blade is that?
What I'm doing here, as I'm grinding, I keep chasing. That's fracture, that's delam. You can see through it as you're grinding. So I'm trying to get rid of all that, because too often guys will just glass right over that. They've all, I've abraded that, I'll put another coat on. But you've left the fracture in there. That's all got to go.
We can all see?
Yeah.
Sorry.
So now I've got the laminate thin enough I can see what the problem is, and I don't have to make any more dust for a little while, and I can really open up a can of worms here.
Oh!
It's a marine ply. Yeah, see, marine ply.
That's
doesn't rot,
garage
does it?
quality plywood.
You can just chase that one forever. I don't know. Where'd the meter go? Oh.
In the end, you agree.
Not
close
good.
to 100% as you're going to get.
Yeah.
What's the reading right on the face that you're adhering to?
What's the reading? 9.
Oh, it's way down.
See, the glass doesn't hold the water. It's the core. So you know that I could scuff that and glass it, and I'd be good to go. This is the culprit here.
So what's in the core?
And I. Well, they do. But as long as you keep the water out of it, it's not a problem. No. We don't use plywood anymore. Fiber blades and fiber blades.
That's a saw job.
Darn. How did it get longer?
You're that good, Kim.
Can you flip it? Is it longer on one corner?
Now I'm just covering all the, trying to cover the gaps so the fiberglass doesn't squish through to the inside. Great success.
Yeah, just show us the ends out.
I just soak it.
That's just what? That's a polyester resin with some hardener in it?
That's all it is. Yep.
Just penetrate the wood.
Just to
Someone was
prime
just,
it, basically.
Someone say that again?
It's basically a primer, just so you get good bond.
I was wondering that earlier.
It's an aggressive adhesive.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not for really sealing stuff.
For
You can't get it off. Like if you seal your cockpit tank, you know, your little cubby hole,
Yeah.
and you try to get it off later, you'll make yourself crazy.
Right, but this is a chain plate, right? So.
But I'm
Excuse me.
talking about the wide glass.
What if you wax this one first?
I'm just saying, I think before we use
So you know what? You can bring me
Sorry.
the new jug of acetone on top of the picnic table there.
New jug of acetone?
Thanks. Notice, tape up the holes so the squish doesn't all go shooting through to the inside of the boat. This bonding putty, this structural putty, will take up any voids in the back so that you have 100% coverage. When I think of how they used to build boats at CS back in the 70s, they would bed their balsa and their plywood backing plates into the wet fiberglass layout. No bonding plate, and just fingers crossed that there were no air voids and gaps in behind. Just a really, really bad technique. But this bonding putties are great for that. Stronger than new.
I'm growing to like that.
That's not the structural one, right?
Yes, yeah, it is.
Oh, it is.
So all I'm doing here, fuss, just.
But you can add layers
No.
to this before it cures.
Well, no, I'm not. I want this to cure first because any air in the wood or trapped in behind will come through. It's not guaranteed, but often happens. Will come through and cause big bubbles in the top laminate. So I put this on and let it cure. Then I fiberglass over. So, everybody watching, did I get that right? This is going that way.
Right.
Here's sticky.
You don't wet that down before now?
No, because
This
it's
is wet
already got this stuff on it. Yeah. And I know, you know what? I could, shoot, I will. I will, because there's still some exposed core there. That is important.
You were just seeing if we were going to notice that.
Yeah, it's a test.
He's testing it.
Yeah, some of you are paying attention.
You want to do the
Even though there are others that believe that foam doesn't soak up resin anyway, so why bother?
The surface.
Ding!
Throw a zinger, that's it.
Yeah, that lighter colored wood. I'm glad that got dark in the middle there.
It's
pretty
now,
cheers
is
me up.
everybody happy?
As long as Norm is
It
happy.
gives me more confidence.
Yeah, that's why we're here.
Not bonding to air pockets.
Which end was up? I got that right. That's going on
That's my
there.
theory.
And everyone knows why I've varied the stitch mat, right? In case of grinding, I don't want to grind through
Cut through
the nice long fibers. I use the mat as the sacrificial layer. We can grind that without.
Now you're getting mat fibers
losing
following
strength.
you around. Like me.
No, you don't.
Yeah, it's a little hairy, but that's okay.
Throw the roller. That doesn't solve it. Yeah.
$49.95.
You're right. Of course, you could make one out of that. What it was first time I've ever seen it.
Now it's at this point with a hard roller like I'm using. They're a lot better for getting air out than a little throwaway nap. It also gives you a feel for where I'm underfilled. I want to get it bulked out to where it was before. I don't want to leave it undersized. So I need mat there. I need a little in here, down here. So I just cut little strips of mat and build it so. I mean, you can actually see it if you look down in here. You can see the low spot. That'll be the weak point. That'll be where the fracture. Here's another neat thing. If I can do it, I probably can't do it now.
There.
You don't quite need full thickness. You can delaminate this stuff. Say you just want a nice little blend. You don't want it to be putty. You can thin it out and put that along the gel coat line, so you don't have to do so much grinding.
And why is that better than the chop putty? Chop fiber putty?
This
stronger?
This is stronger. There will be a lot less resin in this
Right.
than in that putty. That putty is probably 50% resin, let's say, and optimal is 30%. Big difference.
In terms of how much space is on non-random.
They call that organized chaos?